Whoa. Go, shawty, it's your birthday. Yeah! You can find me in a club, bottle full of bub. Look, mommy got the edge if you're into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. When I pull up out front, you see the bands on dubs. 20 deep in the spot, 29s in the club. They heard I roll with Dre, now they show me love. Said like them hoes wanna fuck, they can't get enough. Ain't nothing changed, G's up, hoes down. Roll that weed up, exhibit in the back. I got hit, but I don't walk with a limp. They love me like pie, coast to coast, don't slip, fully focused. Money on my mind, million out the deal, still on my grind. Full of bub. Mommy got the X if you're into taking drugs. I'm into having sex, I ain't into making love. So come give me a hug if you're into getting well. Oh, come give me a hug if you're into getting rough. Oh, come give me a hug if you're into getting rough.
Yo, what's good? What's good? It's your boy, He That Trades. The date is 22 June 2026. It's a Monday. You know what it is. Your boy is already at the office and stuff, so his past stuff are there. Hey, he's having trouble with his business. But anyway, I'm at the office, got the tablets and the speed points ready and everything. So yeah, business wise, I'm just gonna do. There's a few people that still owe me, right? After that, I'm going to do a report for June. So how many people haven't paid for June and how many people have paid for June. So currently, right now on my list, the way that I can see it, it's taking to be about like 45 minutes to an hour, maybe an hour and a half if I really take my time. Then I just chill, yeah, but wait for customers to come through and whatnot. And then trading wise, I took two trades this morning, BTC, right? Two buy trades. Ended in a $7 loss. So my account size right now is at $9,931 and something cents. So I'm down $7 for the day, which means I'm down $7 for the week. But it's only just the morning. It hasn't even been 9:30. Yeah, we're like literally it's only 16 minutes past 9. Yeah, bro. So the day is full. Yeah, bro. The only thing I don't want to do is place a trade and then lose more money. You get what I'm saying? Because I wasn't planning to lose the trades that I was planning to that I traded. Basically, the Bitcoin buy trades, I wasn't planning on losing them. I was planning to hold them, but then the market structure was looking absolutely fucking choppy, bro. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. Let me just close this. I'll bring my stop losses here, so I make profit here, but it covers this loss to the point where it's only $7. Yeah. So yeah, let me just show you actually. So yeah, here we go, right here, and then let me not jump the gun. Yeah, what? Live trade, live account. These were the buy trades. So look, this is what happened, bro, with Bitcoin. You see this whole movement? See this? Down, up, revert, like all that. That's what I was trading, bro. Yeah, bro. So as you can see here with today, right? So if you take today, these are the trades that are opened up today. So as I was saying, $7.71. As you can see, when I opened the trade at 4 o'clock in the morning, closed the trade at 9 o'clock. Opened the trade at 6 o'clock, closed it at 9 o'clock. So here I made $2, but here I lost $10. Yeah, well, so when you look at like where I opened at 64,000 and at 64,400, basically this was 64 0. Yeah, well, that's where my first buy was, and then my other buy was at 64.4. So this is where it was at. Yeah, well, so just look at it from this perspective. Let me just draw trend lines rather than actual pending orders. Uh, yeah, and then duplicate, and then this was where I was at 64.0. So these were my two trades. This is where my trades were at. So as you can see, I closed my trade over there. And when this green candle came up, I was like, fuck it, I'm gone. Close. Because as it stands right now, I should be losing in here, but I should be profiting there. But I can see that it's consolidating, bro. Like if I go to a 4 hour time frame, you can see there's just one big consolidation. Yeah, well, on a daily time frame, I know it's going up because of the way the market structure is, but damn, I was very early and I wasn't comfortable holding. Yeah, but I wasn't comfortable holding at all because let me just give you a perspective, right? Just this trade alone, right? Let me say buy stop loss over here. That's $30, right? Then I had another one over here, which was a trade. Where's the buy limit now? Yeah, well, then I had another one here at 64.0. Yeah. So in total, I was willing to lose $80, right? But considering my account size at 9,931, $80 would have put me back at 9,800. You get what I'm saying? So I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm now back within 9,900 and I'm literally $70 away from breaking even, starting the account back at 10,000. Why the fuck do I want to risk losing the that $38, you know what I mean? That $80, sorry, and go back to 9,800. Then psychologically be like, now I have to make $100 plus. You get me? So I was like, fuck it. The market isn't respecting, but the direction is still there. So the market structure that I have is still sound. The trade bias that I have is still sound. The only difference is I was extremely early. So while it's consolidating, this is the time that I was supposed to actually put in my pending orders for a breakout, retest, and then that continuation. So yeah, so that's kind of it. And then I'll just see if I do place a trade. But if I don't, I'm comfortable taking uh, this what you call it, the $7 loss for the day, and then just keep it pushing. Yeah, bro. And then life wise, bro, it's the usual at this point, you know. And I've realized something, bro. Ukuthi yazi abantu, bro. They don't hate you; they hate what you represent. You get what I'm saying? And the reality with me, fuck, I must take a picture. I must keep my hands gestures away. All right, cool. So the actually, you know what? Let me stop screen recording and then just record with like the normal video. Oh wait. Okay, so life wise, what I was saying is I've learned. Okay, let me not say I've learned. Let me get it. I've accepted. I've finally accepted. Ukuthi yazi abantu are a certain way when you do a certain thing. You know what I mean? Like put yourself in someone else's shoes where every time you have to toil. You know what I mean? Let me just make this example. Ukuthi, there's always someone working twice as hard as you. Wherever in the world you go, there'll be someone working twice as hard. Yeah, well, so if you're working at 100%, there's someone working at 200%. That person's 200%, there's someone working 400%. You get what I'm saying? Then there's someone working 800%, someone working 1,600%. You get me? Everywhere you go, there's always someone working harder than you. There's always someone working better than you. There's always someone working twice as hard, right? 8 billion people on this fucking planet, guarantee you, right? Now, the question really then becomes, when you work, how quickly do the results manifest? Because you can work you can work twice harder than me, but if it takes you 30 days for you to manifest your results, and for me it only takes me a week, it's fine that I can work at my pace because I know your 30 days is my 1 week. Your 30 days is my 7 days. Your 4 weeks is my 1 week. You get me? And you find, Uguti, that because of what you do, me, for example, Forex, as well as having my own business, yabo, and working for the family business, right, in CDC, right, you end up realizing that I have a stable stream of income. Then I have another stream of income that I can make money regardless. Like I determine how much money I make. So I have a salary, then I have a side hustle where I can determine how much money I make, and then I have a business. The business hasn't really pushed, hence I haven't recorded anything about it. I just have the bank account and I have the certificate to show that okay, I'm legal to do this and everything. I just haven't had like results, yeah, well, to showcase, yeah, well, even just what I mean. So I don't want to even start it, recording it at this point in time. No, no, no. Yeah, well, so yeah, man. Man, it's haters, bro. Like basically, in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say, bro, is that imagine putting yourself in their shoes, right? And then you end up realizing that shit, this person, I'm working twice as harder than they are, right? I'm working twice as hard as they are, yeah, boy. But at the end of the day, it takes me 3 more weeks to make what that person makes in 1 week. Yet I work harder than them. What does that do to a person's mind when they look at you? Instantly, as a black person, especially, they're like, this person has it easy. Or I can leech or steal or sabotage that person because I know next week they'll make what they were supposed to make this week. Whereas for me, I still have to wait another 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? So isn't this jalo, bro, where you look at it and you end up realizing, which like, bro, there is nothing more embarrassing to another man realizing that there's a person younger than you, working less hours than you, enjoying their time with their money. And here you are, making more money than they are, working twice as hard, but you don't enjoy it as much. You feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I'm at that point, bro. I'm really at that point where I'm just like, you know what? Accept the hate, bro. Isn't just Jala, bro. That's all I gotta do, dog. Is really just accept the hate. Yeah, but accept the fact of which like niggas is gonna but there's nobody who's gonna step to me and say, hey Job, this is my problem with you. Because I haven't done anything to them. Yeah, well. So hey man, it's a lot that I can dive into, but for the sake of the video, for the sake of the content, yeah, well, I think I'll make a separate video just highlighting my thoughts really. Or maybe like a mental recap, yeah, but as a trader, because I don't think anyone actually does that. Or go to like a mental recap as a trader, go to like how does your emotions affect your trading, but document that in real time. Or go to like, dude, this is how I feel. Yeah, but like today, I just lost $7, right? That's a loss, but for me, it's a W because I didn't lose the amount of money that I wanted or was willing to lose, that $80. I just lost $7. Yeah, but at the same time, I wasn't wrong with my analysis. I was just early, and I'm not willing to hold because of how price is moving. It could tap me out, go back into entry, put me in profit, take me out, and then you know what I mean. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just stay away because the market hasn't decided which direction it wants to go. Clearly, there's no selling pressure. The market is still bullish on Bitcoin, but I'm just early to the entries. Yeah, so yeah, I'm proud of the fact that I can do that, accept that, and walk away and say, all right, cool, I took that L. -$7, all right, cool. But is it still in line with the weekly goals of keeping the account above 9,900? Yes. Did I place a trade today? Yes. Was it a loss? Yes. Was the bias correct? Yes. Was I early? Yes. Yeah, well, isn't this Jalo, bro? Wait, was the trade managed? Yes. How long did I hold the trade? 5 fucking hours. Both of those trades, 5 fucking hours. I holded those trades. but the outcome still resulted in me being ended in me being in a loss. Yeah, well, psychologically, I'm okay with that. For someone else, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Or you should have risked more or whatever, bro. But at the end of the day, like, yo, there's so much I want to talk about, and I'm hopping from topic to topic. Fuck, you know. But anyway, let me just say this, bro, just to end off the video. What makes you you is someone else's prayer. Let me say that again. What makes you you is someone else's prayer. There's somebody out there who's praying to be in a certain situation for themselves, but there's no representative, or the representatives that they have are all scammers or all crooked in a way, or etc. And what you go through, you might find a way to that. You're going through this because it's polishing you to not only be in the life that you want, but also to be a representative to those people who are praying for a representative. You get what I'm saying? It's like me as a South African trader. I'm like, dog, there's no South African trader that I know that's big on the any South African trader that makes money alone just from Forex. Like literally just from Forex. Though they don't sell a signal, they don't sell a course, they don't sell mentorship programs, they don't sell an indicator, they don't sell a robot. They trade live, they show you their documents like dashboard. If they're using XNest, they show you the XNest dashboard. I'm using Code Funded. I show you my Code Funded dashboard. I show you my trades. I show you when I'm entering, where I exit, etc., etc. You know, the realism of trading. Yeah, well. So it's those things, bro. It's those things. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me become that person. Because there's no one that's doing it in SA. But outside the country, there's multiple representatives. But as a South African, you're like, it's because Vele, they are using dollars. You get what I'm saying? So it's easier for them. Whereas for us, $1 is 17 Rand. So if you have $100, you have 1,700. Yeah, well, so for them, signals are a guarantee profit. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, I just charge you $100 for 1 month. That means 1,700 for one person. 10 people, that's 10,700. No, that's 17,000, sorry. That's 17,000 with 10 people alone paying you $100 a month. Now imagine with 100 people. You get what I'm saying? So those are the things about selling signals and courses and mentorships and all these other business things that are business items for Forex. Yeah, well, but so I'm like, you know what, fuck it, let me be that nigga that I wanna represent. And perhaps maybe the hate that I'm receiving is that justification. It is that putting you in the furnace, that refinement, you know what I mean? Putting you in the heat, hitting you, you know, shaping the sword, you know what I'm saying? So I've learned to accept it. The only thing is that it sucks because I'm an empath. So like I'll be able to put myself in that person's situation and realize, oh, you're not hating me. You just hate the fact that majority of the stuff I touch turns to gold. Whereas the majority of the stuff you touch turn to shit. And yet you put in more work effort than I do. And I can't not do that because at the end of the day, it's ngatin. It's not me, angizenzi. You get what I mean? It's just a blessing that God has given me. It's just a privilege that I have in my life that things are easier. But because things are easier, I have no excuse to succeed. You know. So yeah, man. Let me cut this video short and then see you guys later. Yo, peace. It's your boy, he that trades. It's the 24th of June, 2026, 10 past 2 on a Wednesday. Uh, yeah, it is with fucking great disappointment that I've blown my account, basically. Let me just keep long story short. Yeah, I blew more than 2% per loss per trade. Yeah, bro. So, yeah, and then they gave me a 40% discount. But let me just show you guys on the dashboard, bruh, because, oh, ah, On the dashboard, bro. Yo, because things was looking so good. I was so close to fucking break even. Ah, dog. Ish. Hmm. Ah, dog. Ish. Bruh. 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 Look, dog. Yo. 100 trades. Dog. 230. And look how good I was going, bruh. 21. Ah, dog. Ah, bruh. Ah, it wasn't meant to be, bro. And how long I've had this account for. This is May. This is April. Yeah, bro. So April, that's 1 month. May, 2 months I've had this account. And then it just had to go blow. So look, zero active. Payout, zero because of my account balance. Bruh, I am. Oh, it happens. It happens to the best of us, to every single trader, bro. Well, that's what I'm telling myself. But at the same time, I feel like I caused that loss. You get me? Because I over fucking leveraged, yeah, bro. And I wasn't supposed to place a fucking trade at that time, yeah, bro. So there's nothing more that I can say other than the fact that I caused the account to fucking blow. So in a way, I feel like myself is telling myself, yeah, that's what you get. The fuck? Did we see what you did? Did you see the type of trades you were placing? Yes, yes. So yeah, bruh, I feel like, um, it's a setback. And the fact that it's almost month end, yeah, but it's really putting me in a tight spot because initially I was planning to be like, you know what, even if I don't get to the break even, it's fine. Yeah, well, I'll just trade, yeah, well, and maybe see it in July. But now that I'm looking at, I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, nah, bro. Maybe I'll take the same account size, yeah, bro. Maybe take a 15K account. I don't know. But one thing I can say, bruh, is that I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Do you see how June was? How smooth June was? I'm getting there. I took $121 loss first week of June. I made it back to the point where I was literally $68 away from breaking even. That's how good I know that I'm becoming. So yeah. So the only account that's left is the Comet Capital. Ugh, sorry. So the only account that's left is the Comet Capital two-step phase account for the 1 million. So I guess I'm just gonna have to make content for that. But I'm gonna start making content for that um, next month, or maybe next week. Yeah, maybe next week I'll start making content for that. But other than that, yeah, it is what it is. Peace.